Hi, my name is Frank Salazar. I am the Senior Director of High Performance here at the JTCC located in College Park, Maryland. And what I'd like to talk to you guys about is our High Performance program, which I consider one of the best high performance programs in the world. We specialize on the individual needs of our players, and we focus on their development in many different ways. On a daily basis, each player gets individual work from a technical standpoint, as long with match analysis and tactical instruction on top of how we train on a daily basis. We concentrate in our training on comprehensive training, independence training, mental training, the physical training. But I would say probably the single most important part is how much the coaches really care about each individual and the amount of thinking that goes into making each player reach their maximum potential. A lot of times having discussions about players' tournament schedules, what's important in their development, what they need to improve, how do you get better in certain situations. But primarily, I think the biggest thing with the training for the kids is that when they come here, they really feel like they're training. We really take a lot of pride in our training, and we really focus on making every session count. The biggest thing here that we try to do with the training as well for the high performance is we really try to keep it simple. We really tackle each situation in terms whether it be a technical, whether it be a physical, whether it be a mental of that individual. We really concentrate on specializing on their needs, because every individual is completely different, and the makeup of a tennis player being an individual sport, we really try to get the players to think on their own. But our job as coaches here, and we really work hard on it, is to give them the guidance. Every kid has a mentor, and they have a go-to person that can really help them problem solve or help them through situations, regardless of what it is. We've been running the high performance program here at the JTCC for 12 years now, and we're a lot stronger and a lot more powerful than we were when we first started. The coaching staff is exceptional. The players really understand their method of training. They really understand, the sequence of the development and the different development stages that the players go through. Here at the JTCC, we take pride in our training, and our coaches really specialize in the individual needs of each player. And I think that's one of the key points that separates us here from any other place in the world. A lot of our focus when we do develop players, we concentrate on many aspects of the game in the process of development. As an example, we focus on competitive training, independence training, physical training, mental training, cohesive training, clay court training, indoor tennis training, hardcore training. Many different aspects of training go into the high performance and developing high performance and elite players that you want to take on to be world-class players. On a daily basis, the kids are pushed, the kids are challenged. As an example, on a weekly basis, each kid has an X number of sets that they have to win. And some kid may have to win 20 sets, some kid may have to win 10 sets. It just depends, like I said, in terms of their training and what's going on that week. So individualizing the players here at JHCC and their training is, I feel, one of the key ingredients that separates us from the rest of the world. There's no real magic to our training. It's just doing things right and being diligent with our training. It's done on a consistent basis, and like I said, we don't skip steps. If a kid needs technical work, it's addressed. If a kid needs more match play, it's addressed. If a kid needs to learn how to win more, it's addressed. So, a kid has their set times of training, which would be 10 to 12 or 8 to 10, 12 to 2 or 2 to 4, or both sessions, plus an hour to an hour and a half of fitness. And then from there they also go to school. So they're getting a tremendous amount of tennis on a daily basis, or I should say training. But like I said, it's all around what is best for that player. And I think that's the most important part in terms of why I would consider us the best in the world in high performance training and developing world-class tennis players. Even though tennis is an individual sport, when the kids train, we really talk to the kids about pushing each other. Because if you're making the player next to you better, and that person is making the person next to them better, everybody's getting better. And we really focus on making each individual the best they can, and we talk to the kids about helping each other. And the kids really buy into that. They really grow, and they really start respecting each other and really start helping each other. And if someone's dogging it a little bit in practice, the coach sometimes doesn't have to say much. The player just says, hey, you got to pick it up a little bit. And that really goes a long way with the culture here. The culture is very powerful, and the environment is very powerful in developing players and helping them reach their potential and enjoying the environment they're in. And we really emphasize the kids to have fun, always do the best you can, compete like crazy, and develop the right skills to be able to do anything you want. The thing here at the JHCC is we really challenge our players. We really challenge them and make them feel uncomfortable, so that when they go out and they compete in tournament competition against many other players around the world, it feels comfortable to them. An uncomfortable situation becomes comfortable. The kids really feel like they're getting better here. And it's very important on a daily basis that when a player leaves from their training grounds, they feel like they're improving. They feel like they're getting better. Here at the JHCC, that takes rigorous amount of preparation and a lot of thinking amongst the coaches, because we spend a lot of time focusing on, like I said, the player's individual needs, and we develop a plan for each player. Because in tennis, being an individual sport, everybody has so many different needs, and that takes some needs are a lot more quickly fixed than others, and some take a little bit longer time. But with the development process, you have to have a plan, and there's not one player in our program that does not have what you call a player developmental plan. And some of the plan may be more focused on the tactical aspect of the game. Some players' plans may be focused more on the physical aspect of the game, or some may have more technical, or some may have a combination of physical, technical, and also tournament schedule. But everybody here has a plan. Coaches also really concentrate, on the training being at the highest level on a daily basis. I'd probably say 50% of our training is done on clay.